Hmm. What's that red stuff down there? Oh, that's his whiskey. Was kind of curious. So yeah, this heartache by the number is still active. Oh, that's the bathroom. Oh, hey. So yeah, it says I should look for work, but I got work, so... I've been there before, so we'll have to walk down there, I suppose.
Hello?
Well, better get those legs started up. It could be a bit of a trip. Okay. So it's this away. That looks like radioactive goop. Boom, boom, boom. Hey, I discovered NCR sharecropper farms. Wow, this is well, it's something. It gets and that's better than nothing, now isn't it? So are these buildings? Doesn't seem like I can enter them. Doesn't seem like I have to go through here. And then somehow get through this. Let's check around the corner. Right behind this wall. Or maybe further down. Yeah, I see. Hey.
Glad you're with us.
Thank you. Oh, nice place you set up here. Got a bit of everything. Hey. Oh, you don't even have a name.
Let me guess. You got work for me, right? Well, you're too late. I just quit the bounty trade. As soon as I pick up some caps that Daughtry owes me, I'm out of this scrapyard. Because I killed a couple of marks for him, that's why. You ever hear of Jackson? Or Night Terror? Damn right they were. They were good, too. Till I popped a couple shells in their assholes. Bam. Dead. Finished. Over. See, somebody gives me a job, I do it. Maybe I complain a little here and there, but my shit gets done. Oh, shit, I don't know. Gotta be at least a month. Longer than I last at most jobs. Oh, yeah. A lot. Like before I was a bounty hunter, I worked as a caravan guard. You'd think that was a cakewalk, right?
No.
Wrong. Crazy bastards expected me to wake up at dawn. Forget it. It's about 2 hours after this guy hits the sack. And I need at least 10, 12 hours of sleep to do my job. Price of excellence. Simple. Gonna make myself some easy money. I got a plan. Once I get my caps from Daughtry, I'm going to head on over to Gomorrah and win big at cards. There's not as many people playing at Gomorrah, so that means I've got better odds of winning big. I got this figured out.
Yep.
See, I thought the bounty hunting trade would be easy money, but it turns out it's hard work, so screw it. Also, I ran into this Mark who was a little too tough for me. I mean, I could have taken him. But with this guy, might have cost me some bad burns or an ass rape. I'm all for risking my life, but I'm a little sensitive about my asshole.
Aren't we all?
Well, shit. Feel free to stick a knife in the old ego. Thought I made a name for myself around here. Guess that's as good a reason as any to quit this stinking trade. No glory. No easy money, no women, and no glory. Shit. I'd settle just for the women.
Is this technically true? Well, I guess it is in some way. I've been paid to do a little of everything. Would what I do constitute bounties? Probably not.
Hey, yeah. Next time you see me, maybe I'll be rolling in a shitload of caps, right?
Or maybe you'll just be rolling in shit. Seriously, you shouldn't be so adverse to hard work, kid. I mean, it might be annoying, but... heck. You can't just expect everything to fall into your hands. Was this the right building? I think it is. Huh, big place.
Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
Oh, you wouldn't believe how many people want that. All NCR troopers.
A little busy at the moment, but I can talk. You mean give you work? No, that'd be up to the administrator, Hildern. He's back there in his office. Between you and me, I don't think he ever leaves. Plenty of mercs go in to see him, though. I can't say. We're not supposed to talk about the research, not the details. If you're interested, I'm sure he'd see you.
Okay.
Nice to meet you. If you need anything, I'm almost always in the lab.
Good to know.
A pleasure to meet you. I'm Dr. Thomas Hildern, Director of Operations, OSI East. I presume you're here about Vault 22? From Alice. I'll see that she's paid right away. Crimson Caravan runs a tight operation. Even out here in the waste, wouldn't do to keep them waiting. Was there anything else? Or were you just here about the invoice? Wonderful. Straight to it then. Have you signed the release forms? No? Doesn't matter. We'll keep that to ourselves. Vault 22. Where to begin?
At the start?
Imagine, if you will, the wasteland in bloom. Vast fields of corn that grow from seeds and produce their bounty in the space of a month. Orchards of trees, their branches weighed halfway to the ground, hung with fat, ripe oranges, a harvest that could feed a city or a nation. And all this, requiring no more than a few drops of precious water, and the efforts of only a handful of human farmers. Impossible? Precisely. Science has proven that truth 1,000 times over. But how many wasteland savages believe it? Present company accepted, of course. The bounty I described to you is no idle fantasy. It exists in primitive form only a few miles from where we stand. We need only reach out and unlock its secret. For that, the OSI needs you. Isn't it? One directs one's efforts, or the efforts of others, toward a goal, and progress is made. It's a matter of incentives, nothing
Well,
else.
yes, they...
I believe that the inhabitants of Vault 22 unlock the secrets of vegetative growth. Plants are spilling from their gate. No one tends them. No one waters them. Yet they multiply and spread in all directions. Find the reason for this miraculous growth, and I promise you the OSI will see that you are generously compensated.
Look, I agree about the whole science, but you have a starting point A and an end goal B. Though you may have a starting point A and an unknown end goal B. But it's the whole getting from A to B that's not as simple always. I mean, sometimes you have a stroke of luck, an apple hits your head, and bam, you have the theory of gravity. Or sometimes it's a long, arduous process. So, motivation is a good thing, yeah, I agree. I just think it's not always as simple as just going from A to B, because there might be a lot in between those two letters.
Good. No need to check in with the NCR authorities. I can authorize your payment from OSI accounts. Vaults typically contain a server room on a lower level, where they would have backed up their research data. A computer room, you understand? Download all the information on the central server to your Pip-Boy, and you'll be certain to bring me any notes or samples that you find, won't you? I thought it was a fairly straightforward assignment. It's a simple question of retrieving the data, which shouldn't prove overly challenging. Downloading the data will be handled by your Pip-Boy. You might think of yourself as a mere means of conveyance. No insult intended, of course.
None taken.
Best of luck to you. Not that you'll need it. You seem like a reasonably competent person.
Thank you. Huh. When he says that he... Oh!
Did Dr. Hildern... This really isn't any of my business, but... Did he give you a job? Not interested. More concerned. It's just... You're not the first person he sent to Vault 22. And I know he'd never tell you. There were a lot of mercs. One after another. None of them came back. Then about a week ago, there was a scientist, Keeley. She's unusual. Not the sort of person you'd expect. But she's an absolute genius, and he didn't mention her? Not even her name? Or any of the other mercs? But now he's hired you, which means one of two things. Either he heard back from Keeley, and she failed, or he's given up on her. Listen, I make a fair wage, but I'm not rich, not by any means. Maybe my kind of money wouldn't appeal to your average merc, but I'm willing to pay you if you'll find Keeley and make sure she's safe. Isn't right leaving her out there. No idea if she's alive or dead. That's all I ask. She might even be able to help you, as long as you don't speak too well of Dr. Hildern. Right, good luck.
Yeah, I kind of figured that when he said, it's very simple, you just have to go down there and get the data, he had no fucking clue what it was down there. Just that people wasn't coming back. And he was probably afraid he would scare me away with that. He wouldn't, of course, but how would he know? Well, nice place. Bit, lacking in people, but, okay. Well, I understand why he's very dedicated to this. I mean, seriously. This would be fantastic for the wasteland. Food is not exactly, something that's everywhere.
Nelson's back in our hands. Hope we can defend it this time.
So do I.